Waiting for me is really hard. Like, I don't like lines. I don't like waiting for packages in the mail. And so I especially don't like waiting for a liver because you never know when it's gonna come.
And I can remember being at work the next day and getting a call from the pediatrician. She had said that she was concerned because Miranda's liver enzymes were completely out of whack.
I couldn't run through a sprint. I couldn't stay awake in class. I couldn't get through a whole soccer game.
She believed that Miranda had autoimmune hepatitis, but there was several tests that they had to run in order to confirm it. And over the course of the next couple of weeks, as we were having those tests completed, Miranda actually started to deteriorate. We finally decided that we would go to Cincinnati to have her have the liver biopsy done. When we met with the doctor, he had said there's going to be a terrible storm this weekend. And no matter, I don't care how you do it, you have to come back. You have to get her back here.
That weekend is what made it really real for me. Like, sitting in a hospital bed with an IV in my hand, having my stomach all bandaged up.
The doctor, instead of waiting for one of the specialists to read the results, he went down and he read it himself because he knew that we needed to get Miranda treated right away.
Every single morning and every single night I would have to take my medicine, and I was really good about it, and it was working, and I was so happy because I knew at that point I really just did not want to get a liver transplant. That scared me so much.
This past year, she had a couple of difficult illnesses that caused her to be life-flighted. At that point, they decided it was time to put Miranda on a liver transplant list.
We found out that I was going to be listed and that all this stuff was going to happen. It was crazy. We were meeting new doctors left and right, and it was scary. It was kind of overwhelming. Because I couldn't play soccer anymore, I just really didn't know what else I was going to do. Because I was going to go to college in 4 years. I was just going to wait it out. My friends told me about how much fun show choir was. And I auditioned, and I made our school's all-girls show choir group. It's just nice to be part of a group again and part of like a family. I just feel like I belong again.
And I'm actually surprised, looking back, how I responded. I had a lot of fear, and I let that fear completely consume me. And then I tried to control it. I tried to say, okay, well, we're going to try a gluten-free diet. We're going to go to all these specialists. We're going to find out the cause. We're going to fix this. It really took all of that for me to realize that I wasn't in control.
Whenever I was in recovery, we were walking around the hospital a little bit just to get to know it better, and we discovered the chapel at the hospital. We said a prayer together in the seats, and then we wrote down in their little prayer book that they have there, praying not to have a liver transplant or praying that everything will be okay. Now, every time we go to Cincinnati, we make sure to visit the chapel and just write a little prayer down. We used to be praying not to get a liver transplant, and now we pray to get one.
She's always been the one to push forward. She's always been the one to say, this disease is not going to define me.
In my head, I separate these things into boxes. Like, whenever I'm in Cincinnati, that's my sick box. Whenever I'm home, that's my Miranda box. And just because I have this box also, doesn't mean that this box doesn't mean as much.